The Umar Damagun-led faction of the People's Democratic Party say that it will deploy the services of security agencies to enforce the court order that validates Damagum as the national chairman of the party. The Acting National Publicity Secretary of the party made this known to newsmen at a press conference at the PDP National Secretariat in Abuja. To further discuss this, I'm joined by political analyst Katch Ononuju. Hello, Katch. Thank you so much for joining us on the news. Hello, Katch. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
All right,
I hope you can hear me
now.
too.
Yes, I can hear you now. All right, Katch, speaking of this, what do you make of the Damagum-led NWC's decision to invite security agencies to intervene in the crisis? And, does this move, or will this move affect the party's internal dynamics in any way?
Well, I want to inform you that all that have now been overtaken by new events. Damagun was trying to lean on the arms of government to help protect him, citing legal positions of the rule of law that still makes him chairman until he's removed at the convention. But no, the governors have now had a meeting, and the governors have now cancelled all suspensions. That means those who suspended Damagun has been asked to sheath their swords, and Damagun himself has also been asked to sheath his anger against the National Legal Advisor and the National Publicity Secretary. So that is one announcement to tell the world of where what the governors are doing on the ground. But I think I will say, let us give it 48 hours to see how the different protagonists react to this new move by the governors. Governors are now saying all the suspensions are hereby cancelled. Damagun's side back on the table, and the other people back on the table. So that's what the chairman of the PDP Governors Forum have said, and we will have to wait to see how that works out.
Okay, Katch, now speaking of protagonists and also the suspension, the Yayari Mohammed-led faction has actually defied a court order, citing unconstitutional suspension of key officials. What political ramifications will this have for the party's leadership and governance structure?
Well, you know what? When you see people not respecting court pronouncements, it simply means that the party goes into anarchy, and that's actually where the party is heading to, because you now have a strategy of different groups thinking, let's start this crisis and let those who support us now show their own raising of hands. And I tell you, these are not very, very good times for the party. No matter what it is that the governors think they're trying to do on the ground, these are not the best of times for the PDP.
Okay, but what does this say about, the party's internal democracy?
Well, the party's internal democracy has long been undermined. What we are fighting right now is the party being lost to those who use money to force the party leadership into a compromise. And this has been going on for very long with the party. So I don't think what Mr. Wike is doing is new. No, we can learn this from Atiku, who had used money previously to undermine the leadership. And that was how the leadership kept quiet and then decided against zoning. And don't forget, it was the decision to go against the articles of inclusion premise on the device known as zoning that actually brought about this crisis. Okay, in 2013, Atiku Abubakar told the world that respecting zoning is sacrosanct, and because of that, he has launched a caucus called NPDP, used that to build a national coalition, which he now went on to remove the PDP from power and better the Buhari presidency. But after Buhari's 8 years, Atiku still wanted to run, and that was why he started those machinations, including paying money to marabouts and preachers in the mosque to start saying nobody should vote for people from the East. And that was why Wike, in afraid of that, started his acrobatics, heritage acrobatics, saying he's not Igbo, thinking that will get him elected. No, he didn't get elected. He still wasn't taken as vice presidential candidate. And then he started his anger. And finally, when Ayochayo stepped down due to some court issues, he now grabbed those people who were there. The party being challenged, not being in power. Of course, that means whoever is at the top leadership, if they see money, they will have to really be challenged. And that's what happened. So Wike used money and got Damagun in his pocket. And that's why the party, feeling very frustrated, now want to go for the ball. And whatever it is, I think we still have to be very careful how we go about this, because fight doesn't bring anybody any good. But I know something must give. So the PDP right now is on the edge, and let's see how they play this. There are no two ways for this. It's either they sit down and they agree on how Damagun can exit, and then they continue from where Ayochayo, who is from the North Central, who stepped down, where we can find somebody to continue for him, not Damagun insisting he must stay there. And then if you want to talk to him, he starts doing all sorts of things. Damagun undermines the democracy, because what he has done is the reason why you're seeing the Amehule-led House of Assembly members giving instructions that the people who are with Governor Sim have had their seats lost. This is a consequence of the Damagun action. And this is the reason why you're seeing this kind of reactions against Damagun. For Damagun to go to court and say, no, PDP has no issues against the people in Rivers State who had withdrawn from the PDP and declared their support for the APC. But because of they now saw the legal consequences of their action, Damagun now provided that soft spot. And because of doing that, they now see it as anti-party, because what he has done puts Governor Sim Fubara at risk. And this is the reason for this fight.
Oh. All right, well, that was, quite the explanation. But thank you so much, Katch, for taking time out to speak to us and also explain things, put things in perspectives for us. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.